Hello guys, we'll be looking at the first simulation of part A, that is the stable multi-vibrator using 555 IC timer in ADE laboratory. So firstly, you'll be placing the 555 IC timer, that is LM555CN. So you have to make sure always that your group option is in all groups and your database option is in master database, so that it will be easy for you to find the components. So firstly, you will place the 555 IC timer. After which you will go for the VCC connection that has to be given. So just type in VCC and you'll get it. So you place the VCC, and for ground connection you need ground. So just type in ground and you'll get it. Then you'll be needing 2 resistors, 2 capacitors. For resistor and capacitors, the best option in groups is to go to the basic. After which you have to select for resistor, it is resistor, and you will be choosing, we'll be doing it for duty cycle 60%, so you'll be needing RA equals to 2.88K. So you just choose 2.87K wherever, whichever is nearer, and place it here. The other resistor is about 5.77K. So just see the nearer one and just place it. Afterwards you can edit the values. Then you need the capacitors. Capacitors, one of 0.1 μF and the other one of 0.01 μF. So 0.1 μF and 0.01 μF. So you just place it here. See, you would have got 0.01 F. This is not the value you require. It is 0.01 μF. So you just edit it. Just double click on that and you'll get this option. Just drop and drag and you'll get this new option. Make sure that you don't erase the mu part because you won't be able to type in with your keyboard. So just type in 0.01 μF. So this is done. Now do the connection. Just select it. Then do Ctrl R to rotate it. Select the component and Ctrl R so you can rotate it. So first of all, you do the VCC connection. VCC to VCC. RST to VCC again. You can drag this here so that the line is extended and you can do the connection very well. After which R1 one end will be given to the VCC. The other end will be given to discharge pin. So this is about 2.88. So edit the values to 2.88. After which this is about 5.77. Edit the value to 5.77. So just to rotate it, select the component, Ctrl R, and you can rotate it. After which one end of R2 will be given to R1 end and the other end of R2 would be given to trigger. Then one end of C1, that is 0.1 μF, to R2 end, and the other end is given to ground connection. Before that you have to make the ground connection and just drag this so that you'll get extra space to do all the connections neatly. So after which one end to the R2 and the other end to ground. So C2, one end to the control, the other end to ground. After which you need an oscilloscope to see the output. So the fourth option is the oscilloscope. So you select it, you drop it here. The negative channel of the oscilloscope should be grounded. So you have to short both the negative channels of A as well as B. So A and B you short it and you have to give it to ground. So you just select this component and just copy it. Copy. After which you have to paste it. Instead of getting the component again and again, you can do this. Then you just connect it. After which the B terminal, the B channel's positive end will be connected to the output, and the threshold as well as the trigger should be shorted. According to your circuit diagram, it should be shorted. So you just short it. After which your A channel's positive end should be given to the trigger. So somewhere on that line is okay. So you can just give it. So the circuit connection is done. So this is the circuit connection, the final circuit connection. After which you have to run it. Once you press run, this is the run button. You have to double click on the CRO to see the output. So this is the output. You have taken the time period to be 1 millisecond. So you have to just press this down arrow mark so that you can go to 1 milliseconds. So after which you can pause it or you can stop it. Just pause it, after which you can scroll this. This is how you see the output. Firstly, the first line is this yellow line is 2 and the second line is actually 1. So you first place the 1 line on the first square here, then you place the second line to here. This is just the T on the upper part, so you just measure it. So T on is almost T2 minus T1 is 58.645 μs. μs is nothing but it will be 0.05. So it is nearer to 0.6. We have taken the duty cycle to be 60%. Therefore, T on should be 0.6 milliseconds. So it is approximately correct. So plus 5 and minus 5 is okay, because you won't be getting the exact values. See, the time period you've got it as exactly 1 milliseconds. This is the whole cycle. The capacitor charges and capacitor discharges. So the other line, you have to measure the T off to. The T off part is the down part, this part. So you have to drag this and you have to put it here. So this is the T off state. So it is approximately 0.4. That is milliseconds. Here it is μs, so conversion you get it milliseconds. So this is how you do it. You have to measure the T on and T off. Then the T is nothing but T on plus T off. Then you can measure the frequency, that is F equals to 1 by T. That is the frequency of the oscillation that you have to be giving it in the result part. So this is it. Thank you guys.